What's up, guys? It's RGT. Recently over on the main channel, we took a look at WWF Legends Challenge 64, a brand new ROM hack for WWF No Mercy. And it's absolutely incredible. It's absolutely fantastic, and it's one of the greatest things I've ever played in my life. I have it on 4 different devices right now because I want it in every different place in my house. But I know some people are struggling to set this all up. So I want to walk this through with you guys and tell you guys how to set it up. It can be a little daunting at first, but I feel like this will help out most of you guys in figuring it out. So first and foremost, you're going to want to go to their website. I'll have a link to it in the description box down below. You're going to want to head over to downloads, and you're going to want to get these 2 files. Also, apologies if there's some noise in the background. I'm washing some clothes right now because I didn't have any clean underwear when I got out of the shower. Anyways, game and music are the 2 files that we want. You can get them from either link. You're going to want to go ahead and download those. And then once those are downloaded, we're going to go into the download folder ourselves. Now, the music, you could go ahead and extract it here into its own separate folder, and that's fine. But as far as the Legends Challenge 64, the main ROM, what I like to do is I like to move it and have it extract over to my C drive. And so that way it's kind of cleaner. Some of the file names can get a little long, and Windows will actually throw, especially if you're on Windows 11, it'll throw some errors in there. But if you move it to the C drive first, you won't run into any of those errors. So you're going to want to take this, extract it to the C drive, and then we're going to want to take the music file that we've extracted, go ahead and cut that, and we'll go over to our C drive now, and we have our Legends Challenge 64 folder. We're going to go in here, and we're going to go to Project 64, and then we're going to go to the music tool section. We're going to go into music, and actually go ahead and just copy paste it here, because the folder that we're going to be putting in here is actually called music. So it'll go ahead and overwrite the previous folder that has nothing in it. And then we'll have all our audio commentary, our theme songs, all that sort of stuff will now be in there. So very important if you want the commentary and theme songs, which I'm sure you do because it's one of the coolest features of it. Now we're going to back out of this. You would think that you could just double click this application file and go ahead and run it. It never works for me when I do that. So I found a workaround, but we need to do a few things before we get into that. We're going to open up Project 64, which is our emulator for this. So this is what's going to be running the game itself. And we're going to check on a few things and make sure everything is set up right with our folder system. We're going to go to Options. We're going to go to Graphics Plugin. While we're here, you can adjust some different things like the resolutions for it when it's in full screen or Windows screen, you know, whatever. But we're going to want to go to the Texture Enhancement folder, and we're going to want to make sure that Load High-Res Textures, if available, is clicked on. This needs to be clicked on, or else it's going to look stupid and you're not going to have all the proper textures loaded in. Everything else should be set up properly, though. We're also going to want to go to the controller plugin. Now, this is where you set up your controls for the game. So if you have an Xbox 360 USB controller, which is very common, which is actually what I use for this, you'll just set it up here. You click the button and then you hit what you want that to be mapped to on the controller. Very easy to set up. Just make sure you go ahead and do that. We're also going to go into our settings folder. Within the settings folder, we're going to take a look at the directories and make sure that all of these are linking to our C drive WWF Legends Challenge 64 folder and just the appropriate places within these things. Make sure our plugins are right too. Once again, these should be done by default, but it's better just to check it just in case of anything. So now that we have all that set up, you would think you would just double click this, but no, I don't do that because for whatever reason, it doesn't load the audio. So we're going to go ahead and close out of Project 64. We're going to go back into our music tool, and then we're going to go to this folder right here. Now, I will have to switch screens real quick, so bear with me here. Hold on. This isn't my, you know. All right, here we go. This isn't my magnum opus. Let me move this over here so that way you don't see it. But I will show you. You're going to go ahead and double click this. Now, this will actually load up the music folder, and it will also load up the Project 64 emulator. So this is now finding all the high resolution textures. So give that a second. Let me see if I have do I have my controller down here? No, I have it. Do I have it upstairs? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I can rig something up real quick as this works. Is this the controller? Oh, I do have it. It's a little messy under my desk sometimes. And look at that. One thing, hold on. We're not done yet, you fools. One thing is you're going to want to go into the cheats. Make sure all the cheats are turned on. There'll be a gray check mark sometimes. That gray check mark means that they're not all turned on. So click it until all of the cheats are turned on. And then you are good to go. You are all set up. Now, you might run into some different errors and stuff like that. Sometimes I've had the game like crash on me and all this sort of stuff. So what do you do in that sort of situation? I found the main thing that seems to always work for me is deleting the save file that's in there. And I'll show you in a second where that save file is located. But you're going to want to delete and replace that save file with a brand new save file from the extraction that we did on our main Legends folder. So basically you're replacing that save file because the save files do get corrupted sometimes with this, which is just a thing that happens with it. So we'll go ahead and switch back to our other monitor here. I could have done full screen. I just didn't feel like doing it because I'm not going to sit here and actually play it all that much. So we're going to go here. We're going to go to our downloads folder. And we have our Legends Challenge 64. We're going to go ahead and open it up. And you could see here, yeah, whatever. We're not buying WinRAR. You could see here that within this, we have our save file. So go ahead, download that, extract it, and then take these save folders, or these save files, I should say, and cut them and replace them with the ones that are in here. Every time I've had an issue with the game where it gives me an error message and it crashes or something, I simply delete the saves, I replace them with a fresh download of it, and it works every single time. So that's pretty much how you set it up. And, you know, if you run into any problems or anything, I'm probably not going to help you because I'm not an expert on this or anything. Like, I am simply just a man who is playing this. If you want full screen, you can just hit it there, but it's going to switch screens if I do it because this isn't my main screen. But yeah, I'm probably not going to help you, but Twitter might. The Legends team is very helpful, all the people involved with it, and this is seriously the greatest ROM hack ever. Like, I will never get bored with this. And they're, if you're a member of their Patreon, they're actually doing like updates already. They've already added in some new costumes and stuff like that. So just super cool stuff. We're in Pontiac, Michigan, the Silver Dome. Rest in peace, Iron Sheik. All right, so that is how you set up WWF Legends Challenge 64 for the Project 64. No, you cannot run it on an actual cartridge. No, you cannot run it on an EverDrive. It has high resolution textures. I hope this helped you. If it didn't, I'm sorry. I tried. Goodbye.